Well, hello, this is Old Man Tony here again. Such a lovely evening. I've just been watching some videos on YouTube and I thought I must go for a ride. So this is a village not far from me called Hingham. Apparently the Abraham Lincoln's family come from around here. So there's a little bit of an American connection, and you do get a few American tourists coming to have a look. But just down there is the Lincoln Tea Rooms, which is playing on that. Well, my bike says it's 26 degrees, and that's Celsius. So if we double that and add 30, that makes it about 82 degrees Fahrenheit for anybody who's listening that uses the Fahrenheit scale still. It's just gone 6 o'clock in the evening, so it's still quite warm, been a nice lovely day. So I just thought it would cool down a bit if I went for a ride this evening. The wife's at work, so I haven't got to worry about her. Although my biggest issue at the moment is I decided to head out west, forgetting that's where the sun, as it gradually goes down, will be shining from. So we've got a bit of sun shining straight in our faces, and I hope it's not affecting the picture too much. Right, so fast forward a little bit. Now we're not heading directly into the sun. I thought I'd talk for a bit. I haven't really got a subject today, so I'm just going to ramble on about random things as we go along. But hopefully there'll be something interesting there, and something to see as well. So we're just coming up to the old training area from the Second World War, where the tank regiments trained, ready for D-Day. So they used a big part of Thetford Forest, which this is part of. And coming up on the right hand side, there's a bit of a memorial to the tank regiment, which you can see there, and the desert rats, who were the people who fought in the Sahara Desert in North Africa in the Second World War under General Montgomery, I think. We're in a part of Norfolk called Breckland, just along here, and it's very sandy soil and not necessarily great agricultural land, but that's mainly because it's too well drained, but seems to be quite good for growing trees. So now we're heading more east with the sun behind us, and this is Thetford Forest proper. It's only dark because of the trees, but a lot of cars with their lights on today. Thetford Forest is still active forestry, or chopping down trees and growing some more, but it's also a big area for leisure. So there's various picnic places along the way and various other attractions. They do concerts in the forest with various names, and I seem to think there was Elton John here not that long ago, performing in the forest. Looks like I'm not going fast enough for the cars, but I was going fast enough so you can hear my audio. So there's one of the picnic places just here. Plenty of walks through the forest. people do a fair bit of mountain biking and that sort of thing. It's a great place to take the dogs for a walk, or the grandchildren, have a picnic. Sign there just pointed to Grimes graves. They're not actually graves, holes in the ground where they used to mine flint. So flint for things like flintlock guns and that sort of thing, as well as some of the building materials that are used extensively around Norfolk. I've no idea why they call them Grimes graves, but I think they've been mining flint there for a long time. I don't think they do it anymore though. I haven't been there for a long time, but I spent part of my childhood in Norfolk and used to get school trips to Grimes graves, and used to be able to climb down a rusty old ladder into the hole and have a look. But such a long time ago I can't really remember what it was like, except it was like climbing into a hole down a rusty ladder. Quite a few military vehicles around here. There's a very extensive training area that I think I've mentioned before in some of my vlogs. Over to the left of us, extending for quite a lot of square miles and even more square kilometres. And in the training area they've got a setup for a Middle Eastern village to do training around there for when they were fighting in Afghanistan and Iraq extensively, and they still go and do their training there. Often in the evenings you might see a load of helicopters flying around and a few C-130 Hercules planes dropping parachutists out. I don't think there seems to be much activity today. But you never know, we might see some Black Hawk or some other kind of helicopter flying low over us at any time. So this is one of the parking and picnic areas. It's one of the smaller ones I think around here, but it's the perfect place for setting off for forest walks. See, there's a few people still around here. I don't know whether they've been out for the day, but so I had a request from one of my subscribers. I've never done a bike walk round, so I thought I'd just do this now. It's 2015 Triumph Tiger XRX. Not really many modifications to it. I put a taller screen and a screen deflector on it just to get round my bulk. And I also had it when I bought it. I fitted the Arrow exhaust. And I've got this nifty little Triumph soft bag that sits on the back, quickly detachable, with a couple of clips on the straps, and enough to carry enough stuff for an overnight stay or two. Or if you're biking, you only need a few pairs of underpants anyway. So that's my bike. Well, that was Little Bike Walk Round. I think it was Lazy Boy Rider that said I'd never done one, so now I have. We'll get back on the road again.